Everybody take a deep breath. Relax. It's all going to be okay. And it's going to be okay because we have an agreement with the United States and Mexico that expires. It expires at 11:59 p.m. on June 30th, 2036. We all have to keep that in mind. It is a 16-year agreement that was signed in 2020. And unlike our last negotiation, there's no cliff, as our chief negotiator, Jana Charette, has said. We're not falling off a cliff. We're not falling off a cliff on July the 1st. In fact, nothing really happens. I'll explain to you what happens on July the 1st of this year, but nothing really happens because the agreement has 10 years to go until it comes to its end. Under the four corners of the agreement, there is a review period that takes place, and the opening of that review period is July the 1st. And that is an opportunity for all three parties to the agreement to raise issues about the agreement's operations and to try and resolve them. And starting on the 1st of July, it's not a one-day deal, the parties may decide to renew the agreement. And renewal of the agreement means you restart the 16-year clock. So in effect, a renewal of the agreement means you extend it from 2036 to 2042. That's what's up for grabs in terms of renewal. If it's not renewed, the agreement remains in force until 2036. So when we're talking about the renewal of CUSMA, we're really talking about an extension or a potential extension of the agreement for an additional 6 years to 2042. Now, it is true that the agreement can be canceled. And that cancellation...
But that's always been true.
That's always been true. So the agreement, the day it was signed, the next day it could be canceled on 6 months' notice. Today it can be canceled on 6 months' notice. 6 years from now, it can be canceled on 6 months' notice. But that's always been true. And no one, including Ambassador Greer, the U.S. Trade Representative, or the President, have suggested that they would intend to cancel the agreement. In fact, quite the opposite. The USTR has publicly come out, Ambassador Greer has publicly come out and said that the U.S., like Canada, like Mexico, wants to preserve those foundational pillars of the CUSMA agreement. So we're going into a period now of review where the U.S. has put certain issues on the table that it would like to see modified. We've put issues on the table that we would like to see modified.
Irritants.
And Mexico has put issues on the table that it would like to see modified. We will work through those issues. But the backdrop is there's no cliff.